Happy equinox. We've just gone into the autumn time of the year in the northern hemisphere, and so there's a very different feel to the energy now. And even though the weather's nice today in Glastonbury, I can feel a shift. I live in the Libra part of the zodiac, and we've just gone into Libra Sun, and so it's really strong, the energy and how that's going to play out in this area. So I've lived here for 4 years now, and it's a magical place to live. It's the peace path and bringing balance, bringing harmony. My Mars is in Libra in my 8th house. So, and today in the Mayan calendar, we are here, which is, can you see that? Let me just drop that down. Okay. So we are here, which is Red Galactic Skywalker Day. So in every wave spell, we have 13 days. And in each 8th day, that's the day of integration of the previous wave spell. So what we're looking at today is the integration of the Red Skywalker wave spell. And the Red Skywalker is the most powerful 13-day process. It's the human being who's ready to do the inner work and change their outside reality, because that's how it works. The inside creates the outside. And so that began on the 3rd of September. So we're going back to Red Galactic Skywalker, 13-day process. What began on the 3rd of September for 13 days. And I made a video for Red Skywalker as well, which you can find on my YouTube channel, and my website is flowwithjo.com. All the details are on my website of my channels and also on my Facebook page, Flow with Jo and Barefoot Holistics. So if you want to check out more information, just please have a look there. So today, with the autumn equinox being on this Red Skywalker day, this is so key. When we go into Libra time, we go into what's known as the dark half of the year. And in Greek myth, this is when Persephone goes down into the underworld. So check out Persephone, just Google it, and you will see lots of different entries there around different people's perspective on that. And again, this is, all these myths are a process. This is what I offer you. They're a process of the mystery school, and the mystery school begins with yourself. So that's what it's all about. Understand yourself. You understand what's going on for you, and that is the gateway to everything else. Whereas most people focus on everything else, because that's what we've been conditioned to do in our society thousands of years, on the outside, focus on the outside. And that will give intellectual information, often way too much of it. And, you know, the mind's just on this endless quest for more information, usually as a coping mechanism as well. Well, if I find out more about this, then I'll feel better. But actually, once you really learn about how the human dynamic works of the mind, that does not create a shift. It does not create peace. It just creates more information. So the key for this time of year, with Persephone going down into the underworld, is to work on the inside. It's time to retreat, go inside, to go into our cave, if you like, and really focus on what has worked for us during the summertime, when the hero and the heroine have been out on the path, on the land, doing their co-creation with the universe. And looking at themes around relationship in particular. Libra is all about relationship. Traditionally, it's the 7th house. So what you've got in your 7th house in your chart is really key. The 7th house is opposite the 1st house. So again, the 1st house is your mission impossible should you choose to accept it in this lifetime. And then the 7th house is how that's going to play out. So what you've got in your 1st and your 7th is really key. And again, traditionally, in the natural zodiac, it's Aries in the 1st house. So new beginnings and being on the journey and, you know, what that's all about. And again, it depends what's in your 1st house. The more that you get to know about your chart gives you a map to navigate your life path. And if you work intuitively with this, you can work very synchronistically with what's coming up for you at that time and what your intuition is telling you it's time for you to learn, because we all have our own individual map. Whereas the consumer plan that we're on, the business plan that we're on generally in Western society, is based on one size fits all. They're not interested in the individual. They're not, you know, it's just how much of this can I sell? How much can we channel people into being a particular way that suits our plan of the world? And that's really changing now. That's really coming off. So we're seeing, you know, not a lot of change really in a lot of ways. If you look at what was happening when you were a child, now I'm 54, so if I look at what was happening when I was a child and growing up, going to school, and then what's actually happening now, because I've had children, you know, I've got experience of that with them growing up and their school experience. And I also have worked in schools, and I work with young people as well. So I get a perspective on that, and the perspective that I get is that nothing much has changed in terms of how to work with young people and address their issues. And these issues are getting bigger now because things are changing, but society is not changing in a lot of ways. So we're starting to see how people are getting very uncomfortable and ill because of the society that we live in. And although this is very uncomfortable and challenging, it is what creates change, because generally human beings don't create change willingly. They're not happy about it. That's the emotional mind again. It likes to do what it knows. It likes to do the comfort zone, no matter how incredibly unhealthy that comfort zone is. It likes to keep doing it because it's what it knows. So the key for this time really is unlearning, being open to new ways, letting go of old ways, and really being disciplined now in making that shift. It takes a lot of energy to shift these old patterns, and that means the individuals, the change makers who are really involved in this process have to be creating that framework for themselves first. I've been doing Persephone Path workshops for many years, and this year I am doing one again. I didn't do one last year, but this year I am going to be doing Persephone Path workshop locally in Taunton, and I still have a couple of places left. That starts on Friday if you want to join me. Please get in touch as soon as possible, because I need to do charts for you and explain what this is about. We're going to be doing emotional freedom technique on a regular monthly basis in a group, and I'm also going to be offering this as an online workshop as well. So I'm going to be posting details of that in the next couple of days. That will be starting later, and I think, let me just have a look. Yeah, I think I'm going to be going for the 5th of October on that one. Or the 6th, sorry, the 6th of October, I think. Yeah, I'm going to be going for the 6th of October, and I'll post all that up today. So yeah, trying to fit in all this stuff. And this again is a big theme, you know, for women in particular, is how to fit it all in. The astrology today is very much around nothing is ever enough. And again, this is the consumer, this is the ego that is wanting to consume, trying to fill the void. And actually it's healing the void experience so we can come into a very different, grounded, integrated psyche space. And that's what I'm really working with in the Persephone path. That's the core of my work. So the 6th of October, this is how, again, the Mayan wave spell and the astrology really helps us align with the planetary evolutionary system, the Uranus evolutionary system, what's coming to light, what's bringing light for us. And we've got Uranus in Taurus, so again, what we value, no bullshit. This is really key. We know we're being coerced, we know we're being manipulated. That's so deeply ingrained in our culture, and often we are doing that as well without really giving it a conscious thought. And you know, again, it's making this shift on an inner level. On the 6th of October, we'll be integrating this wave spell. It'll be White Galactic World Bridger. And this is in the Blue Storm wave spell, so it's very powerful time. It's my wave spell, and it's my Mayan sign the day after. So again, the key focus for me with this work is focusing on me and what I need to shift, and really doing that work and sharing that with other people. And again, as a planetary server, this is what I offer. This is the work. It's about healing the shadow. It's about becoming a clear sign. It's about ending the ancestral patterning story so we can be free of it. And we can't be intellectually free of it alone. This is core stuff. This is really understanding this on a deep level. This is about repatterning the amygdala, and in order to be free of the old fears, literally, that we embody in our DNA and that we repeat in this lifetime. So we're the next generation repeating. And once we really understand this process, and it is hard to get your head around, and I've been doing this now for 12 years, this work, and it's still, there's a part of me that struggles with it because it's still running the conditioning, and that's how it's meant to be. You don't do it all at once, so it isn't a quick fix. We need to take small steps and work gently with ourselves because we're restructuring our psyche. So it has to be working on every level. Today, the moon we have in Cancer, so we're Libra sun and we're moon in Cancer, and at 11 a.m, which is the heart meridian time, and that's the time that I really focus on, we're going to be in Cancer at 16 degrees. So I just want to read you this, and this is by Inside Degrees, and which is a channeled work, and their website is aquaorfire.net. 16 degrees of Cancer. So again, this is all about our mothering, our nurturing, our home. A skull carved out of quartz crystal. Magnificent a plume, knowing how to do it right, ingrained with staggering soul memory. the lineage taken further. Attainments in other lives, grants in this one, carte blanche to do what is in one to do, be what is in one to be, offering to the world sparkling gifts, effortless presence and composure, authoritative stance. You can go as far as you are motivated to, no limits. At the heart of the mystery is a rare quality of simultaneous awareness and attunement upon multiple frequencies, which can become the mediating call to bring heaven and earth into union, or to allow any given frequency to link up with any other, so that the ancient visions are fulfilled and the world opens up right on time at the crossing point, held absolutely intact. Wow. That's it. That's it. You know, how can we have any doubt when we have this sublime grace happening? And I didn't even read that, you know, before I made this video. And yeah, it just deeply, deeply touches me to remember. My groups were all about remembering who we really are and letting go of this distorted, corrupted version of ourselves. That's what we've come here for, is to do that, to fully embody all of this corrupted code and this wounding that we have ancestrally. And the people who are ready, it's time to bring that to an end through our own personal inner work, through our own personal alchemy. And it takes courage, it takes discipline to do this. And I am looking to connect with people who are ready to do this work, because that changes the world. By changing our inner world, that's the key. So lots of love to you at this amazing shift day. The card that I pulled today, the Mayan Oracle card, Realm Shift. Feel the magic today. Know the magic and expand the magic. And really, really open the heart, your heart, because it's the world heart, it's the earth. That's what we're here to do, is just to really bring balance within. It's the masculine and feminine, and allow ourselves to be that channel, that conduit for the return of the sacred feminine, and be in balance with all our emotions and transform our shadow. That's what Libra is all about, transforming our personal shadow. And that's it. If we focus on that, everything else changes, and we intuitively know where to be, what the right thing is for us on every level, food-wise, where to live, who to be around, because it's already written. It's just about accessing it, accessing the new story, the new earth. So lots of love with your journey. If you want more information about the Persephone path, or working one-to-one with me if you don't like groups, and you want to get in touch with your Persephone, then please just get in touch. See you soon.